Welcome to part 3 of our series on stuck processes. Here we're going to discuss how to terminate a stuck process. If you need support's help in figuring out why the process became stuck, be sure to check out the previous video on the data you need to collect for support before proceeding with these instructions. So moving on, first, if this problem is occurring on the public cloud, you won't be able to perform some of the things we'll cover in this video. However, there is a maximum process execution time of 24 hours on the public cloud, so the process will automatically be killed within a day. So it will take care of itself at a certain point. As a side note, while we're on the topic, if you want to set something like that on your own server, on your own Atom, and not just on the cloud, there is an option for doing that. The advanced Atom property maximum forked execution time in cloud, even though it says cloud and forked execution, this is still valid for standalone local atoms and molecules. There are some caveats and things to consider around that. We don't have time to get into this in this video, but I will have another video that's going to discuss the details around setting this up. So the first and most obvious thing to try is to terminate the process cleanly from the UI. You could do this from process reporting, find your running process, click the actions gear icon, and click terminate process execution. Note that it can take a few minutes to halt, and unless something is really seized up, this will usually end the process within a certain amount of time. However, if that does not clear it out, then we might have something more significant going on that's causing the process to lock up. And in that case, we may end up in a situation where if you need to clear it, especially if you don't allow simultaneous executions, it's causing a lot of failures, that sort of thing, restarting the Atom will usually clear the issue. Now, I would actually recommend if problems even continue after this, you might want to, rather than restarting the Atom, bring the Atom down. And while the Atom is down, go to the installation directory and then go to the execution current directory. So long as that Atom is down, there should be no lock files associated with executions. They should only exist while an Atom's running. So if you see any, make sure you delete them. It's rare, but it can happen. If a process seems to keep running even after a restart, you might need to go in and find an orphan lock file out there and get rid of that. So when the Atom comes back up after this restart, you can also check the container logs. If it was a hard kill, it will sometimes print a thread dump in the container log that might give you an idea of what's going on, or which might be useful to send to support. And finally, if all else fails, a restart of the server will do the trick. That's kind of the last option. Should be pretty rare that you would have to do that, but that is a tool in your toolbox if you should need to. So with all of these steps, you should be able to clear this stuck process. And hopefully now you've either figured out what's going on or you have the data you need to send it in and begin a support investigation as to what's happening. So thank you very much, and we will catch you in the next video.